Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Living with
Mangoes.
Mangoes. Living with Mangoes. I'm Carlos, the school teacher, and this is my nephew, Choo Choo. Say hi to everyone, Choo Choo.
Hi.
And today we are going to be talking about the coconut cream mango. Look at that beautiful mango. Coconut cream. I got two different types of coconut cream here. I have this variety here, and I have this variety here. This one's the riper one, and this one's the least ripe one. We're gonna try them both today, and we're gonna see which one tastes better, whether the riper one or the least riper one. All right. So, coconut cream was selected by Mr. Gary Zill from his breeding program, and is one of the few mangoes in existence to be patented. That means you cannot grow you cannot grow the tree or graft the tree yourself when it's patented. They have a restriction against that. So usually the nursery, Zill Nursery, they put them out, and you can only buy it from the Zill Nursery. Coconut cream is a cross between the Edward mango and the world-renowned Gary mango. Both of those mangoes have a strong coconutty taste. It has become famous because of its strong coconut flavor and its sweetness and the rich sweetness that they have inside. So, but we will see. We will see how rich and tasty these are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The tree is said not to be a good producer in several places. That's the downfall of this particular mango. Not the mango itself, but the tree. The tree tends to have issues and problems growing in certain places. It's not a very good grower and not a very good producer either in several places. They also take a long time to produce. Some of these trees take up to 7 years to produce. Even some of them that are grafted still take a long time to produce. So in some cases, that's not a good thing. But the mango itself is said to be an awesome top-tiered mango. The fruit. The fruit is a medium-sized fruit. Here goes the smaller size fruit, and here goes your medium sized fruit. With a bumpy surface. It does have some bumps on it. You could feel the bumps on that. Feel those bumps on there. See, it does have some it has some bumps on there. And the flesh or the meat is soft, light, yellow, and fiberless. Now, a lot of these mangoes have been said to be fiberless, but every time we tried these mangoes, very few of them are fiberless. They always have some type of fiber. So we will see if these mangoes have fiber or not, especially close to the skin. The seed is small and polyembryonic. So it's a polyembryonic seed this time, okay? And the tree has a spreading growth habit, and it's fairly vigorous when it grows. Now, I have seen these trees, including my trees. I have a few coconut cream trees, but in the Orlando Gardeners place, even more so. These trees are they interlace themselves, and they have like a weird type of spread on them. They go upwards like this. It's a weird way that the branches go on this particular tree, the coconut cream tree. They are also early to mid-season mangoes. So when we talk about early to mid-season, we're talking about May, June, July. But these usually are in June and July. All right. Now, Choo Choo, you ready for this taste test?
Yeah.
Let's see what this coconut cream mango will taste like. We're going to start with the ripe one, and then we're going to go to the least ripe one. And they are beautiful. Smell that.
Yeah.
Has a strong flowery smell to them.
Soft too.
They are soft, flowery smelling. You could definitely smell the mango going through that skin. So let's start with the more ripe mango. Let's do the more ripe coconut cream mango. Let's try to catch this straight. I usually look at the bottom and the top, and the two sides that are skinnier, it's usually because the seed is right at the center. So let's see if we get this right. There we go. Perfect. Now the coconut cream mango Matches my shirt. Look at that. It matches my shirt. Yellow, just like my shirt. This is why I wore a yellow shirt today, to make sure you get a good look at that mango. And the juice is just flowing. Nice juice. Here is the part with the seed on it. You can see all the juice flowing from there. Look at that beautiful juice. Let's smell this, Choo Choo. Let's see what this smells like. Whew. Smell that. Tell me what you think it smells like.
It has the island smell, like piña and cocoa.
Piña and coconut. So piña and coconut. Pineapple and coconutty. I smelled also that mangoey taste, mangoey smell that, I don't know if I could say this, but it smells sweet. It smells like almost that sweetness goes through your nose and onto your taste buds. So I'm expecting this to be a nice sweet mango as well. Let's see. I'm gonna cut this in half. Did you take the bigger part? All right.
It's just extra soft.
All right. Choo Choo, take a bite and tell me what you think.
Tastes like nectar.
Like nectar.
Mm-hmm.
So it's super sweet. How is it, firm or is it soft? Is it melting? How does it feel?
It's like firm but melting.
Firm and melting. Let me take, first let me check to see if it's easy to peel. It's not easy to peel. This one is very close to the skin. It seems like the flesh actually attaches itself well to the skin, so it's not easy to peel.
And it has fibers. A lot.
This particular coconut cream, the more ripe one, is very sweet. Very slight tinge. I only taste a slight tinge of coconut. Taste a little pineapple-y. There's a little citrus. A good amount of the traditional mango flavor. Very juicy. A lot of juice in this mango. It does have some threads, a little bit of fiber. Closer to the skin, that is. 1 to 10 ratio in fibers, I would say it's only like a 2 or a 3 in fiber. So, meaning that it only has like 2 or 3% of fiber. If I was to give this in a grading system, 1 being more fibrous, 10 being least fibrous, I would go with an 8.5, 9. Very little fibers on this mango. The brick content, meaning the sugar content, is about 7.5. 7.5 in sweetness. That will be in the mid-20s also when it comes to the bricks and the brick scale, sugar scale, sweetness scale of the mangoes. You want to try the skin, Choo Choo?
I just did.
How's the skin? The closer you get to the skin, you get more coconut tinge flavor on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the closer you get to the skin, the more coconut you taste. How was the skin?
It was good.
Is it edible?
Yeah. It tastes more like, it don't taste like mango. It's a fruit that I had before.
Okay. Let me try the skin.
Pear. It tastes like a pear.
It doesn't have a peary taste. A little bit turpentine-y, but the skin is edible. Not a bad skin. Edible skin. So, this is the first coconut cream you ever have, right? Let's go now with the least ripe one.
There's a lot of juice.
The least ripe one is flowing with juice. A lot of juice came out of this one now. Let me put this to the side. Let me cut this one in half. This is the least ripe one. I'm expecting the least ripe one to actually taste better. Because it looks firmer, it had more juice.
A lot more juice.
A lot more juice on that one.
Doesn't taste like mango.
It doesn't taste like a mango. What does it taste like? Is it different from the other one?
Big time.
Big time. So you see a big difference in both.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Wow. Wow. That one you could definitely taste the coconut. You could taste some pineapple.
Big difference.
Very good. My suggestion, you want coconut cream, don't let it get too ripe. Don't let it get too ripe like this. It's better to have it like this with some green tones on it. When you have the green tones on it, it retains the coconutty flavor. It is very sweet. The brick scale, I will give that brick scale an 8. Higher bricks. You could definitely taste the coconut in this one.
It's more juicy.
Sweet, more juicy. It's more firm. And it tastes much better. Tastes much better at this stage.
It has more fibers too.
At this stage. This one is delicious.
Yeah.
I could eat this all day long.
This has like the sunscreen smell.
Sunscreen smell?
Yeah.
Really? He said it has a sunscreen smell. Yeah. A lot more coconutty.
All those fibers.
Yeah. You know, my son and I, we had a fruit cocktail recently that we let get really ripe. And when it got really ripe, we were expecting to taste fruits on it, lots of fruits. But in reality, when it got ripe on the fruit cocktail, it had a strong, powerful coconut taste, much stronger than this coconut cream. I was completely surprised by that. But this coconut cream, at this stage, was delicious. Now, let me see if at this stage we can eat the skin. This skin, you taste it, and you could taste the coconut tones on the skin. You can literally taste the coconut tones on the skin. Very good. Okay. Now let's grade this, Chuchu. My grading system is those store-bought mangoes, those inferior mangoes, like the Tommy Atkins, I give that a 1. A Kent, I'll give that a 2. A good Kit, I give a 3 or 4. And that's about as far as that goes. Top-tiered mangoes, like orange sherbet, the best orange sherbet you could taste, a 10. Or the best sugarloaf you could taste, a 10. Based on that, where do you think, in your opinion, the mango that is more ripe, the more ripe mango falls into what category? From 1 to 10.
About a 3.
A 3. A 3. So, have you tasted the Kent, the Tommy, and the Kit?
Probably.
Probably. So you're not too sure about those store-bought mangoes, right? Okay. And how about this one here?
I'll give that a good 7.
A good 7. So he jumped from a 3 to a 7. So you see his grading system is like this. Which is okay because he's not familiar with these top-tiered mangoes. And I don't know if he's tasted too many of those store-bought mangoes. Now, let me tell you, Chuchu, those store-bought mangoes are very much inferior to these mangoes that come from the farm. These mangoes that come from the farm, right now, my mango garden, I have about 65 varieties. My trees took a hit from the cold, so they died back quite a bit. I didn't have a good season this season. Very, very little mangoes. So I had to get these mangoes from the farm, which was bought over from the nursery that I deal with. Living in Grace Nurseries. Thumbs up to Living in Grace Nurseries. And they got some of these mangoes the coconut cream, and I was able to purchase some coconut cream and some other little mangoes from them as well. So thumbs up to Living in Grace Nursery. Thank you, Boyd. And I'm gonna grade these right now. The coconut cream that is more ripe, I will give that about a 6 to a 6.5. The least ripe coconut cream, I will give that about a 7 to a 7.5. They were good mangoes. But I've tasted other coconut creams that were creamier, because this didn't really feel creamy. It was firm. That were creamier and that had a lot more coconut tones. And I gave that mango about an 8.5. It was an amazing mango. This is why these are top-tiered mangoes. But these particular mangoes, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5. Okay. So with that, we are out. Peace. Carlos, the school teacher, my nephew Chuchu, living with mangoes.